It can be scary to figure out how to price your home before you take it to market. Here's some tricks to help you through that. I'm Westkott. I believe buying and selling real estate are some of the most important financial decisions of your life. Understanding all the options is critical for you to kick butt on your next deal. Figuring out how to price your house when you launch it out on the market is a confusing thing, and there's a lot to consider. Here is sort of my simplified way of wrapping it all up. Keep it competitive. See, so often I'll see people and they're just like putting it out there and say, well, let's see how it goes. And they throw it out really high. Man, you wanna do some research. You wanna figure out exactly how competitive the market is and find out what other properties you're competing with. The classic thing is the old school marketeer would say it's apples and oranges. You go, okay, what are you talking about? It's real estate. No, listen, look, if old school days out at the street corner, if there is a whole bunch of people selling oranges, one guy sells one orange, somebody else is like, hey, I got oranges too, how much are you selling them for? Too many people competing, all trying to sell the same frickin' oranges, what happens? People start selling 2 for 1. The price comes down, right? Somebody that just steps up to the street corner and sells apples, they're gonna be able to target that market better because they're not competing. The whole secret of that mission is keep it competitive. You can do it on all sorts of levels, right? So let's just go through and you look at what you're competing with. Maybe there's not much there, right? But once you hit a certain point, you're like, yeah, there's more land or it's a bigger house or whatever that's in there. So you know that's a ceiling. And then the other part is like, well, yeah, that's just a dog with fleas. That stinks and that's ugly and the paint's bad. Well, so you know it's not there. So now you have this gap. So the way that you stay competitive is you look for those gaps. Maybe there's just like a $10,000 or $25,000 gap on pricing. Well, that's easy. You don't want to go at the same, right? There might be 4 houses all priced at the exact same. Don't be an idiot and price it right in the same. Like, no, like figure out what the gap is and go to the top of the gap. It's so simple. There's also things when you're looking at it, when you go to market and you go, well, all right, I know they all said it's worth $500,000. Well, let's just try it. 2 million for starters and see what we get. Well, yeah, that's fine. If you want to waste your time, make everybody think you're crazy and have it sit on the market for so long and they go, yeah, something must be wrong with that property. Like you just scorned yourself. You just, like, not only did you waste you and everybody else's time, but you really now put this bad stigma that there's something wrong with the property. So that's where when you go, do some planning, have some strategy, use your realtor, get information involved, look at it, be a part of it. Don't just have somebody say, boom, here's the price. Find out why, find out where you want to go. And in our market, there's some real tricks. You might decide, yep, I want to go to the top. And you could do that. In some markets, and like ours, keeping it competitive, finding those gaps and maybe making it more competitive might bring more buyers to the table for you. And we see sometimes where the prices actually go higher. So the price strategy is key. It's always competitive. The market's coming down. You want to be ahead of the market and figure out, believe it or not, making it a little less might be where it's at. The market's going up. You want to look at that and strategically figure out where to price it. And it might not be here. That it might be way too long to get there, right? So figure it out, price it competitively. Just as you're narrowing down some of those things, ask yourself that one question. Okay, here's sort of the range. What is a competitive price? Not just what's the top. Make it competitive. You'll be far happier. Odds are you'll bring more buyers to the table and you'll end up with a higher price. If you're not working with a real estate agent and you would like to learn more about buying and selling real estate in Sheridan, Wyoming, please consider visiting with me and my team to see what we can do for you. We offer a free consultation to learn what you want and see what we can do to help you succeed.